What up, what up, what is happening? Good people. Hey, we are going back over to the SN95 Mustang 4L80E. Got the drive shaft yoke in, the drive shaft in, got the yoke in. Now we need to transfer the file of 4L80 into the tune that he has now. His gearing, his tire size, all that good stuff, man. If y'all don't care to, go ahead and hit that like, you know what I mean? And comment if you don't care, you know. The SN95 Turbo Mustang, I know it ain't for everybody, you know what I mean? It's LS in everything, or LS in a Mustang, or, you know, hey, it is what it is. You know, it's their car, so they do their thing with it. But like I said, if y'all don't care, go ahead and smash that like. Check out the video, leave a comment, hit that subscribe if you don't care, you know what I mean? It's free, it don't cost nothing. And enjoy the video. Enjoy the video. Go back and check out some of the other videos, you know what I mean? We got a lot of stuff going on. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and, you know, go do a little research, see what we got going on. But we'll definitely chime back in when we get to the destination. He is on all fours. He has been moved. It's just a matter of right now we need to be sure to dump the 4L80 file into the computer. So we'll jump back when we get there. All right, yeah, we're here. We're going to go ahead and read the file. We might walk through how to do a segment swap. Might as well, you know what I mean? What will it hurt? So we're going to read entire, as you can see. We're going to read entire. And then we're going to go grab the tune file for what we need. Of course, you see Gen 3 4.3 V6. But it's 2004 GMC Yukon 1500 4.8 V8 liter, you know. When it gets to the other one, we'll come back. Usually this takes about 3 to 4 minutes. As y'all can see, it takes a little while, but it's best to go ahead and read entire, save that file. I've already got a file saved for this car, but I want to go ahead and do it again. So, and as you see, he's got boost gauge, he's got the AFR, wideband, oil pressure. Does any of the gauges over there, like tack or anything? No, just these here?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and he got a draggy. So that, you know, that's all you need right there. You know, if you got a draggy. Of course, read entire, there it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here. We're going to save this file under a name, which we've already got it there, but we're going to do it again. All right, you see it? We got it saved. Mike's Mustang 4.8 4L60E Turbo, because that's what we have is a 4L60E Turbo. So what we got to do now is got to go over to, I think, edit, calibration details, and then we go and see if we can find the operation system. As you can see, that somebody's already done some operating system here because it's a 3-bar speed density tune. And then you pan over and you can see all these different IDs we got going on. So, but that's not what we're looking for. I mean, yes, the numbers here is what we're looking for. The 12587603 is the number we're looking for. So I'm gonna go over to a compare file, open. But what I'm gonna do is, because I've already got one saved, the actual one saved. I don't even see all the crap. I got them saved over here in here. So let me find it real quick. We'll come right back. All right, now since we've got, there's his operating system, like we said before. We're gonna go over here to compare, and you see that the segment swapper is in blue. In blue. Watch, I'm gonna show you what it does when it doesn't work. Compare. See how the segment swapper is not in blue? I can't do nothing with it. It's because the operating system numbers do not match. So let me go back to the other and get it going. Hold on. All right, so I got it. I got the compare file up. Compare segment swap. Boom, we're gonna hit it. So all right, as you can see, they have engine ID and engine diagnostic ID, you know, all these things. But what we're trying to do is the transmission. So we'll copy. Well, matter of fact, let me go back. We want to verify. Before we go any further, I want to look at, let me close out of this. And we're going to go over here to the actual other file. Go engine. We know it's a 6.0. All right, like I said, we get that, I had a call. See that it's a 6.0. You see that they don't, matter of fact, you can go here and it'll show the differences. Actually, it'll show the differences in the liters, right? Watch, see, it says 6.0079, and here we got 74590, and then it shows the differences in the liters. But that's not what we're looking for. But we're going to go over to transmission, and you see that it says 4L80. We're going to go to his. You see that it says 4L60. Well, you see that this one is grayed out. You know what I mean? No matter what we do, like if we change this to 4L80 on his file and do away with that because we don't need it no way, and we dump that in, it's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna do anything. We have to do the segment swapper to make it work. So let's go back to the segment swapper. We're gonna go ahead and grab the transmission file. We're gonna grab transmission diagnostics, and this will not, as far as my knowledge knows, do anything to anything else to the tune other than what we've picked, which is transmission and which is transmission diagnostics. So we'll go import segments, right? With that being done, we import the segments, but guess what? We don't have access to this file. So we have to go show license options, and we got to purchase credits. So, which I've already done. All right, y'all, we went ahead and got the credits dialed in. We've already even done all this, but because I was going ahead and doing it, and I need to go back and do it. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do the compare. Like, all right, there's the compare. You see the segment swapper works. We're gonna go over here like I did before. We're gonna select the transmission. We're gonna select that. We're gonna import those. Then we're gonna close it. Then we're gonna need to make a new name for it. I'll use the same name, and then I'll put 4L80E, and I'll press save. What I gotta do is exit out, back to the editor. Man, if y'all ain't got that blue cat, you need to get it. Get that blue cat, y'all. What are we doing here? It's taking forever and a day. Let's go back to editor. Come on now. All right, we're editor. Then we gotta go over here to file, open, find his file we just did, open. And now when we go to transmission, look at it. It says 4L80E, and it's also still the same engine, 4.8060. So none of that's changed. None of the idles changed, none of the fueling tables changed, none of the sparks changed, none of that. So the only thing that we actually changed was the fact that we now have the 4L80E in, and we now have transmission diagnostics on here also. There is a couple codes that I need to shut off because of what we're doing with this little button inside here with the 4L80E. Y'all know what that is, don't you? When we was talking about a button and a relay and some wires, well, we was putting in the sloppy transbrake so we can spool up. And the car has moved. It moved under its own power, even with the 4L60 tune in it. But it was just moved from one parking bay to the next. But so yeah, that's how we do it, man. I gotta go in here, go back to this. We gotta get all this. We're going to try to get all this set up, situated with the Blue Cat, and then we're gonna dump that Blue Cat file in on top of the 4L80E and see how it does. See how it does, you know. I've used it once before, but it was on just a bone stock setup. You know, we still need to go in here and fine tune shift desired. We need to take it a lot higher than 59, being that this is a 4.8. And then 4 gears, of course, VSS, 4L80, 4L85E. It is a throttle body, offset, up, down, all that good stuff, man. So we got to go in here and make sure we get all this halfway right. So we'll holler back. All right, since we changed some different things up with the torque converter / sloppy transbrake, we had to go in here and change up some things. We had to go over to the transmission swap shift points, change some things. So we're gonna try, see what it does. See if we can get it on the transbrake, see what it do. All right, see what it do. All right, y'all, so we back. We done put the tune file in with the 4L80E. I hope that I didn't mess y'all up with doing so while trying to explain it to y'all. My phone was blowing up. I got 14 different phone calls while trying to. We're gonna start it up, get some heat in the engine, get some heat in the transmission fluid, and then see what it does on converter, and then see what it does on hitting the button with the sloppy stage 2 transbrake. We want to make sure that works too. So we'll get some heat in it, y'all, and we'll see what it do. The sloppy transbrake does work, it look like. One more time. I don't know what that is. They're gonna go on the transbrake right here, y'all.